All right, welcome back to the vault. Good to see you, Eric. I'm just starting this kind of out of nowhere, so yeah, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat. What I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up some information from the other day. Let's see. I got some real good film footage. And I'm emailing this to myself right now so I can go ahead and present this. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Wendy, Irish Colleen in Minnesota. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Give me just a moment. All right, as we all know, we're raising money for this trip. It's been mighty expensive. If you guys want to help out, you can donate here. I'm sending myself a video that I took. Let's see. So bear with me. Use mail drop. Okay. So I am sending myself some information right now. That way I can go ahead and have this available. Okay, let's go to here. All right. Okay, so everybody can hear me. Good. Let's go ahead and pin this message. Like I said, if you guys want to support the channel, go ahead and click the GoFundMe. That would be great. Any amount would be terrific. It's been, I don't know, about $1,300 that I've spent for this trip so far. So if you guys can help out, that would be great. So it's pinned there. So go ahead and do that if you like. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up first the first video that I took. And I'm going to download it here. So bear with me just a moment while this pulls up. How is everybody doing today? Okay, still downloading. All right, so today we're going to discuss what's going on with Vidler and Mina and how that relates to Mr. Dewitte, and then we'll do a few things from there. And I learned a bunch of new stuff. I don't know if I'd really consider it new, but I learned a bunch of new stuff last night by an anonymous source who prefers to remain anonymous. This person knows who they are. And yeah, I'm doing that for a very specific reason at this person's request, because I don't want to get them in trouble for anything. So just so you know. All right. Okay, so they were actually on the same area. So here's where Jeremy was. You see these two pylons, this right here, the sign, where the dating violence video took place. Everything went well so far, Marion. Thank you so much. I am just absolutely exhausted from running around like a crazy person. Yeah, I've learned so much, done so much, and it's just been crazy. So essentially what Shane and I did is we drove around and we looked at not every, but a lot of the places where a lot of the stuff happened. An anonymous source drove me around last night, showed me some different things, and it was really cool. Yeah, Lily Rose is super helpful. I don't think you guys have a clue how helpful she really is. She was at court with us and was super helpful. So I just want to make sure when I play this, if you guys can hear the sound, drop a 1, because I'm just going to play a few seconds and then start it over, okay? Okay, so they were actually on the same
area. So here, here's where Jeremy was. You see these two pylons, this right here, the sign, and then this box is in the background. You see that gap right there, and then you can see all the signs and everything in the back. Now Jennifer was right back over here.
Okay, everybody hears that? Good. All right, so I'll let it keep playing. Sorry, I got carried away because I was enjoying it.
So they were probably, what is that, 100 feet away? 75 feet away, something like that?
Now, if you guys remember, this is where Jeremy was screaming at the top of his lungs. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. And that's where he got the witness tampering charge. I don't think that actually went through, but, that's kind of how things were going. Bear with me. I got to check a message real quick. So this is kind of on the fly. Yeah, this whole thing is on the fly. None of it was planned. I just kind of decided to do this live just for fun. Some courthouse, same courthouse and such, Orange County. Yeah, so apparently they're in the same courthouse. Now, let's see what we got here. What else did I do? I went by Tony's place today, and I just missed Tony. So I didn't get to spend much time with him. But I took I took a bunch of notes yesterday. So I went to Jeremy's old house where he lived before his current house. And it was a tiny little house, decent neighborhood, right? And believe it or not, his house is actually in a really nice neighborhood. I mean, it's nice over there. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And then let's see. All right, so Vidler's call sign is Motors 50. Ramsey's call sign is Motors 51. From everything I've heard, Reginald Hosey, Major Hosey, is not a nice person. Neither is Captain Sandy Carpenter. Let's see. I've got to look up some stuff about Breen regarding Seminole County and Orange County, but that's something I'll get to in another video. I learned Mike Crabb, Lieutenant Crabb, is a rule follower, but an overall good guy. He was at one point detailed to the mayor, and that's what's called a golden ticket program, right? So the golden ticket program is something that you do in local Florida law enforcement, where you take a job that nobody wants and you do that for 2 years, and at the end of 2 years you can write your own ticket, turn in your golden ticket, say, hey, I want to transfer to this department. So that's essentially what he did there. Some people feel he's a little out of his depths. Let's see, Lieutenant Wacker, my favorite name. Lieutenant Cal Wacker is a good guy, rule follower. Lieutenant Olson, this person didn't know much about Lieutenant Olson, but said he's not a nice guy and not as smart as he thinks he is. Now, apparently, Captain Sandy Carpenter, was forced out for God knows why, right? Major Enzueto is apparently a really nice guy and genuine guy. So these are all people over the Motors unit. No, I did not go by Jennifer's house. I don't need that crazy in my life. Respond to a comment from Lily Rose. So that's one place I didn't go. I just, she's very unhinged, so I just didn't want any issues with that. Now, apparently there's something in Orlando called Milkgate, which I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I'm going to Google it real quick, but it has to do with Sheriff Mina. And it has to do with them gawking at women on their lunch breaks. Orlando, Florida. Let me see if I can get some information on this. Okay, I'm gonna have to do more research on that because it's not showing up when I Google it. Let me see if I put in John Mina. but it was ooh, hold on, nope. It was an issue that happened under his watch because he was the chief deputy at Orlando PD. Oh, here we go, found it. Here we go. Let's see what we can get here. All right, I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Bear with me as it pulls up. All right, so Milkgate, milk runs. Orlando Police Chief John Mina told Channel 9 he's not worried about being named in a scandal, accused officers of checking out attractive women when they were supposed to be on duty. Wrote the story of so-called milk runs, and this is what they would call it, which described officers have driving around checking out attractive women. Mina, he's investigating this blank on Monday whether he participated in the so-called milk runs because of the ongoing litigation. The city attorneys have asked not to be speaking about the matter. Mina responded. Belich found federal court documents stating that Mina and other top cops went on the milk runs along Orange County after their lunch breaks so they could check out women and ogle their breasts. The city is now investigating, and Mina is not concerned. But said Mina should not be fired. Now, if you understand that, Mina's kind of got a hypocritical attitude. If you guys have heard anything in Thornton Outdoors, good to see you. Mark's good to see you. Hopefully my internet's working fine. You do me a favor, I'm showing a lag on this end. Can you guys put a 1 in the chat if everything's, if you can see my screen? Okay, no audio. Okay, guys, sorry, I'm on the internet here. Bear with me. If you can, put a 1 in the chat. Audio cutting out. Am I still cutting out, Militia 30? Monitor it on my own end here. Okay, so I've got my earpiece in. Everything looks Okay, so it says I'm connected. Hopefully you guys can hear me better now. Okay, so I'm going to start over again up here. Let me try one more thing, guys. All right, hopefully this is working better. I'm going to highlight the text I want you guys to see, okay? It says Orlando Police, and he's not worried about being named in a scandal, accusing officers of checking out attractive women when they're supposed to be on duty. Investigating Mina and the milk runs. Tommy, can you 50-50 an internet connection? I wish. Okay. So apparently Mina has a long history of hypocritical behavior. So apparently he recently fired somebody who had used a baton on a driver's window to get somebody out of the car. Yeah. And so, this they knew 8 months before the actual investigation. and because of ongoing litigation, the city attorney basically asked Mina not to speak about the matter, allegedly, right? And he's not concerned. John Mina is the sheriff that is being sued by Keith Vidler, who got fired after the internal affairs investigation with Jeremy Dewitte. Okay, so we're going to flip over to the complaint here from John Mina, Keith Vidler versus John Mina. He mentions Jeremy Dewitte and his company in here, Metro State Special Touching Services. See, all documents which support, refute, or otherwise relate to the claim that defendant unexpectedly terminated the investigation into Jeremy Dewitte and Metro State in December 2019 as alleged paragraph 20 of Clinton's verified complaint. Many of the documents sought in this request are not in the plaintiff's possession, custody, or control. Defendant possesses such responsive documents. Documents in plaintiff's possession, custody, or control will be produced under separate cover. They wanted all documents pertaining to Jeremy Dewitte and all documents pertaining to Metro State. So I'm going to do a more in-depth video on the Milkgate scandal, but bear with me while I pull this up. So I was told yesterday that I'm able to pull traffic camera tickets from Jeremy. So every time he runs a red light in one of his Metro State cars and gets a ticket, that apparently there's a way to pull them up in here. Okay, so let's go to like 2020 and see criminal traffic. Let's see what this one is. So these are all different things that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going through and actually doing a video on the run red lights and actually showing the video, showing Jeremy running a red light. And he was represented by Amir Ladan way back here. Misrepresentation of insurance. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Not worried about that one. This one's interesting. I'm going to pull this one up. This one's between Jennifer and Jeremy, and it's because of stalking. This is in 2019. Oh, boo, non-public document. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget, if you guys want to donate I've got in the top there pinned a GoFundMe link if you guys want to help. We're still about 600 short from what the trip costs. So if you guys could help out, would be great. Okay, let's see what this one is still pending. Do that one, that one. Look at that one and that one. All right, let's see what kind of tickets Jeremy's getting. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to read the comments real quick before we get into these. Special touching services. Yeah, you like that? You see Bill Moore running for sheriff, and he mentions Dewitte and Mina. So yes, I heard a lot about that, and that's something that I'll be addressing. Let's see. 10-4, Captain Yogi Bear over and out. You heading out, Yogi? Oh no. Yeah, special touching. I heard Jeremy and the P. Diddler are working on an escape plan. I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be a great video. Can't wait. Militia 3333. Yogi Bear. When is his next appearance in federal court? We don't know yet. So I will stay on top of that, and I'm going to stay in touch with Lily Rose, see if she can help me out. Okay. Let's see. Thornton Outdoors, having fun exploring Orlando. Yes, actually, it's a really neat city. Actually, really, I wouldn't mind living here. I'm just exhausted from running around like crazy. When is the term back in front of the judge again? Oh yeah, he's supposed to be back in front of the judge sometime in June or July. They're not really sure. Josh, it's Rudy. All pending means is outstanding fines. Gotcha. Rhonda in trouble now. She had court this morning. Really? Let's see. Let's do Rhonda. Maybe Osceola. Okay, I want to see this real quick. Red light, failed to yield at red light. Okay, so apparently in here somewhere, there is a way to pull up that infraction. Let's see. I've got somebody that's going to help me do that. But next, we'll head over to Osceola next just to see if there's anything for Ron. I'm going to close out some windows, see if I can help the speed a little. Okay, I closed out a bunch of them. So apparently on here somewhere, you're able to get in there and actually download the information. Okay, I'll get a better idea later. So let's go over to Osceola County and let's go see what's going on with Rania. She spelled her name Dewitte without the E. Okay. All right, 10-4 Yogi Bear. Is there an eye care package with lubes and lotions? If so, we should get one for Motor One. Few, so you can. Now, I apologize if it's seems a little weird the way I'm talking. I've got my earpiece in with my phone, listening to the broadcast as we're going to make sure I'm not cutting out too bad. Range. Okay. All right. 322. And somebody said she was in today? All right. Credit Corp Solutions, Inc. Let's see, do not exceed 8,000. Oh, it's $4,143.83. All right, let's see what this thing is. Okay, so this is one of those janky credit cards. Yep. Oh yeah, 30%. Oof. All right, don't forget to donate to the GoFundMe if you want to help out. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's close this out. I just want to see if maybe there's something else in here under just Dewitte. Maybe if I refine the search, maybe just that way. Okay, let me check Orange County real quick just to see if maybe there's some better way. RDEWITT. Let's go ahead and do the full name. Certainly not a robot. Search. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Maybe it's under her maiden name. Does anyone know what's going on with the second and third mortgage? Surely this house is up for repo. It should be soon. I'm going to look it up real quick. Okay, so that would be in Osceola. Let's go ahead and do a new search. And it's under Jeremy's name. Still not a robot. Okay, so these are all defendants. Bear with me. It's been a while since I've looked into this. Where did I see them? Okay, so court services, county civil court. All right, it's under official records, you said? Official records. Where is that? Did I just see it? Official records. There we go. Okay. Search official records. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Mark. Let's do this one. Okay. Mortgage modification. Let's just, I wonder if I could select them all. Let's do that one. I know that'll come up. Okay. Funsies. Definitely got to check that out. UCC filing. Okay. There we go. All right, mortgage intangible. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and search that. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Mortgage number 2 on 2023. So he did one in November 2022 and then came right back and said, hey, let's go ahead in 2023 and let's go ahead and max that puppy out. All right. Wow. The people that are lending to this guy is just amazing, isn't it? All right, so he pulled out $9,900. See, you guys see that right there, where I'm circling with my mouse? Who was in Kissimmee Court this morning? Was that Rania End Times? So it might not be showing until tomorrow. Okay, let's go back to the results again. Okay, so that is the last one there. Oh, hold on. What's this one? Oh, that's something different. Default judgment in the amount of $1,162.59. You know, Shane made a comment yesterday, like, I bet you this guy has like 15, 20 credit cards all at $300 a pop. CPS Prime Investments. Okay, yeah, what a bum. All right, so this is when he took out the original mortgage here. So he takes out the mortgage. Yep. I wonder if there's any claims of income on here. It's a UCC filing. Oh, by the way, when I drove past his house, I saw Tony's tow truck behind his gate still. Such a scum. Okay, Obligation Sales Finance Trust. Okay, filing a fixture. Okay. Usually when it's a fixture filing like that, it's usually like some sort of mechanics lien, or it has something to do with solar or a roof or something like that. So that one's a little odd. Okay, so we just went through that one. Maybe this was the first one, 2020. Yeah, this is the oldest. Okay, let's see this. Okay, yeah, so this is what he financed, 234,000. I don't see anything about his income on here, but that would be on his mortgage application. Okay, so enough of this funny business. What I'll do next is I'll go through kind of some of the things that I've done. So first, I'm going to read some comments, and then we'll move on to that. Okay. Let's see. Remember when he told the cops he has 34 credit cards? Yep, $300 a pop. And yeah, that's definitely not something to be proud of for sure. See, Wybada says when Jeremy was locked up, Russia invaded Ukraine. He's locked up again, and Iran is attacking Israel. I think this is all a cover-up so Jeremy can keep jumping into war zones. Just saying. Yeah, so true. Running his undercover ops. Thornton Outdoors, I'd hate to be in this financial state. What do you think his neighbors think when the cops come to his house every time, especially when they come in SWAT gear? I should have cut the gate lock and called the repo man. Yes, I should have. Let's see. End times. Yes, the statedly Metro YouTube channel Moto 2 in trouble. How do you think he bullshitted about his income to get a mortgage? So he may have done a stated income type loan, or he just created some fake documents for it, or they used Ranya's income. But he's also considered self-employed. So if he has 2 years of W-2s, I'm not sure how it works here in Florida, but I know in California, if you have 2 years of W-2s, but tax returns, that verifies your income, but they also use bank statements. So he may be using some sort of mouse house crappy loan company. It's hard to say with Jeremy. You just never know. He's such a crapshoot. I mean, he's a mystery, but he isn't, right? Because he's so transparent in how foolish and stupid he is. Now, I have somebody meeting me here in 30 minutes, a source, so I'm going to be going over some more stuff with that. But essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through a bunch of new videos, and I taped location data, kind of like I showed you before. I'm going to go ahead and show that again now. Now, this is where the dating violence situation took place, and I'm going to be doing like a side-by-side comparison to what it looks like. But Jeremy even lied on the police report about where his office was, because he said his office was in the building that's over here to the left behind Shane, and said his suite number was D8. But the suites don't have a D, it only goes up to C. So it's just ridiculous. N times Credit Corp versus Rania Dewitte. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick, and then we'll talk about the other places I went.
Okay, so they were actually on the same area. So here's where Jeremy was. You see these two pylons, this right here, the sign, and then this box is in the background. You see that gap right there, and then you can see all the signs and everything in the back. Now Jennifer was right back over here. So they were probably, what is that, 100 feet away? 75 feet away, something like that?
So what happened was Jennifer was right over here talking to that cop, and Jeremy is right behind Shane on the grass right here, screaming his head off at her not to file charges. She's over there after he slams her foot in the door. Yeah, so I mean, I could probably literally do Jeremy Dewitte official tours now. I've been to so many locations, and I just want to say thank you to a subscriber who really, I mean, helped me out. You guys are really amazing when it comes to that type of stuff. Let me see if I can use an alias. Your initials are CT. You know who you are. I really appreciate it. I did some filming at the Pulse nightclub where Vidler pulled people out of the fire there. Not literal fire, but, you know, pew pew. Can't use certain words on YouTube anymore. Let's see. I went to the place where Dylan's accident happened, and Jeremy told him to get out of there. He wasn't needed, and basically got the insurance coverage for that. I went to Blue Jacket Park where Jeremy had the issue with the off-duty police officer. KR, what's up, man? So good to see you here. I've been emailing a lot with KR, dude. I've been so busy, man. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm just, you know, beat. I've been going everywhere across this dang city. I think I've seen it all 3 or 4 times. Okay, so we went to a couple of Jeremy's old offices. I mean, he has got the scummiest places, like the scummiest that you could imagine. Okay, let me make sure this is still working here. Now, another place that we went was where they had their secret meeting, and Jeremy's like accusing people of wearing wires and doing all that nonsense. So that happened. I also want to give out a shout out to Fraudy. Fraudy actually got me Tony's address so I could go see Tony's property where Jeremy really screwed him over. And it's got like it's really boarded up now. It looks like a dealership or something's there, but I'm going to be putting out all that footage that I covered there. Now, Tony's place was by far the nicest out of all of them that Jeremy rented. The rest of them were just total rundown, you know, homeless and just, you know, typical Jeremy style, right? But yeah, CT's been helping me out. Those are the person's initials. I'm not going to say the full name here. Let's see. What else do we do? Oh, we went to his place off of Drennan Road, which is actually the place that's behind here, the one that Jeremy gave the fake address to. Yes, I actually talked to Tony for a minute, but he was on his way out. Why bother answering question in the chat? So he was on his way out, and I just talked to him real briefly. I'm going to call him again. Let's see, what else did we see? So we saw where the secret meeting was. I think I found the exact spot or close to it. It's in this old abandoned mall now. Like, it used to be a really nice mall. Now it's this rundown abandoned thing. I don't even know what it is anymore. Let's see. What else did we see? I saw, obviously, the highways and everything where he does most of his escorts. I went to Winter Park. I forgot what happened in Winter Park. I've got everything down. I've got everything with my videos too, explaining everything that happened wherever I was. Let me pull up my videos real quick. But yeah, it was hard to find certain places because Jeremy's so secretive about where he is. Let's see. I filmed a fake day in the life video with Shane driving through Jeremy's neighborhood. Thought that was funny. Let's see. We all know how Amir was. Amir was really nice guy. And that's the other thing. A lot of people think that there's like some sort of conspiracy going on, but there's not. I don't think there's some grand conspiracy. I just think it's ineptitude. I think Jeremy got away with a lot of stuff that he got away with due to just complete incompetence at the Orange County prosecutor's office. There's a lot of good cops, but then you have a lot of these people that are just not good attorneys, right? They're never prepared when they go into court. Now, real quick, just to address something in the chat. Did you reach out to Corporal Ramsey or Vidler? And I did not reach out to them, and here's why. At this point, they're not supposed to talk to anybody, and what I don't want to do is mess up their case. I will be posting things to try to get their attention. Hopefully they watch it. I would like to have an off-the-record conversation with them and not bring anything up. But so put it this way, if I did speak to them, I wouldn't be able to talk about it here unless I did some sort of Patreon thing where it's behind a paywall. Let's see, Thornton Outdoors. Remember when Jeremy was mad at the cops? Mad that the cops found his office, even though he's required to register his work address. Yes, I do remember that. Bad Tom Bad says, to be fair, Vidler is also an absolute moron. I know that most of the community like him, but really he's an asshole and an idiot. So here's what I heard about Vidler. So I heard Vidler, which I forgot to bring this up earlier when I read the descriptions of all the people involved, but I heard Vidler is a good guy, very straightforward, by the book, but he's known for pushing the envelope a little bit. So take that how you will. Now, John Ramsey, on the other hand, is apparently very quiet, reserved, a good cop that, does what he's supposed to do and, kind of gets it done from there. Accidental Esquire, no, I haven't talked to Amir again, but I'm going to. He's a really nice guy. I really think that he will. Orange County's prosecutor got suspended by Governor DeSantis. Okay, so that was something that was brought up too, Thornton Outdoors. Excuse me, my allergies. So that was something that was brought up, that they got rid of the Orange County prosecutor, and that's why, my source is telling me that could be a reason why stuff is moving forward, because it had something to do with some unalivings that happened, and this person let them go without prosecuting them because they said they didn't have enough evidence and blah, 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 right? So the soft on crime people are being removed from office, which I think is a good thing. Oh man, I forgot on my way to the hotel because I switched from an Airbnb to a hotel by the airport because I'm leaving early tomorrow morning. I saw a bum fight out in the street. It was awesome. Two bums were going at it, fist fighting. It was cool. Let's see, White Bother says you should reach out to Dylan and ask to cut some grass. Bad Tom Bad says, talking to you can't go any worse for Amir and Jeremy than talking to Dr. Phil did for them. That's true. That's true. And I really think he would talk to me. I honestly, after the short conversation I had with him, he's really nice. It's awesome. Put people in office who aren't soft on crime. I agree. But yeah, so it's been an interesting trip. All in all, Orlando, Kissimmee, really nice areas, very green, very pretty. But they have some rough parts, and everywhere that Jeremy stayed was super rough. Like everywhere but where he lived. He lived in decent areas, but everywhere that he had an office was always so scummy and just industrial. It's just nasty. Okay, Jimmy says, I have a couple pics of that office after the dating violence arrest and before they moved out. It was rumored Jennifer was living there then, and I was hoping she would come out, but she didn't. Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I remember at one point she was talking about that, but when you look at Jeremy's videos, because you know how he had everything videoed and mic'd up in his offices, and he had the signs up, "You're always being recorded." I thought, I thought his offices would look different. I thought they would be a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger, but they were tiny little shitholes, to be honest. Absolute shitholes. Why Bother says, what a lot of people have looked over is when Jay said that his employees hacked his Samsung phone and loaded ladyboy photos onto it. Yeah, I was telling Shane about that the other day. Samsung paid good money for people that can hack their security. Yeah, he's so full of crap. So it was on his Flickr account, and he had no idea what a Flickr account was. See, Thornton Outdoors says that was probably all he could afford. Definitely, I think it's probably all he could afford, and also he could kind of do what he wanted there because they're kind of out of the way, ridiculous places. Yogi Bear says, "Where is Jennifer living now?" To be honest, I don't know, but I know somebody that does. I'd prefer not to say that. That just I feel like that would be a nightmare. A problem. Nobody wants that kind of crazy in their life. I mean, look at what Jeremy's had to deal with. Trying to catch a wild Jennifer on film is dangerous for your health. And Jimmy, be careful out there. That's so true. Okay, this ninja, Militia 3333, this little ninja snuck out the side door and got away from our cameras because we were there. We got Rania with the melons. Yeah, never fox, never dox. Yeah, never dox. I don't like to dox people. I don't like to put people's addresses out there. I don't like to do any of that. Let's see what else I covered while I was here. Yeah, I mean, man, I drove got to be 1,000 miles while I was here. It was insane. The live interviews photo did a few years ago provided a lot of good info. He mentioned that Jay spent a lot of money on Candy Crush. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. See, Rich Johns. Josh, are you able to explain the process in getting the call logs from the jail? Sergio says, saw an old photo of Rania, very pretty. Yeah, she was okay. She's not bad. I have the call logs. Let's see. I know I have them somewhere. I don't know if I have them on this device. Hold on. I got to search it real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I have them on my other computer. But here's what you do. So if you would like to get call logs, all you have to do is go to the county jail county jail or wherever he's being held and request a copy of the logs. See, Jimmy says the suite was B8. I knew it. Okay, he put D8 on his form. So I told Shane, I said, I think it's this one right here, which was B8. That's funny because A is right in the front, right behind that. A is right in the front facing the street, and then B is facing that back street, and then C is kind of back to back with B. Jimmy, you know what I'm talking about. See why Bala says, just want to shout out to Jen. Hi, Jen. Hope you're doing well. Please update your YouTube channel, honey. And stop telling us you're going to update us next time. You got more information next time. It's always later. I got more to tell you later. I think you always want to get involved in getting the recordings from the jail. Yeah. Hey, Rich Johns, if you ever want to help, I'm happy to, put them out. If you guys want anything you guys donate towards this, the fundraiser, whatever's left over, which, whatever it is left over, I'm going to put towards the jail calls when they come out. Let's see. See, we all want those jail calls. Sure do, says Jimmy. Thornton Outdoors says, is it vacant or does someone have it rented out? The one, when I saw it was vacant. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, the dynamics in the courtroom were interesting. Just, they brought a bunch of people up, right, and spent a couple minutes. Miriam grabbed onto Amir like a pit bull and wouldn't let him go. So that was pretty cool. And so I'm going to be following that federal case pretty close. In fact, maybe I'll look it up in Pacer real quick. Max Flowers, Clown World, good to see you. Mark C, 22 minutes for arrival. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. Max, good to see you, buddy. Pepperball. See, is Wendy still in here? I know we got 44 people in here. I like when you guys all show up for the lives. I'm sorry these are a little unscripted, but this is just kind of how it goes right now. I'm I'm not in my house. I'm in a strange place. I brought a monitor with me with my microphone with the extended arm, and I've got everything set up here, and it's just. It's a makeshift studio, the best I could. See, Rich John says, Josh, appreciate you doing all of this. This case has intrigued so many. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Max Powers Clown World says, smash that like button. Don't forget to like the video, guys. It really helps me, especially when I'm fighting for my monetization right now. I need to get as many eyes on this as possible. And I need to get more original content out there. So, see, Jimmy says the Durango was still in the back. The wrap was removed, but then but still black and white paint. Headlight hanging out. Total shitbox. Those were the days. I know, right? Alicia says, "Can we get some likes in chat?" You know what? You want to. Yes, give it to me. Give me the likes, please. Let's see how many likes do we have? I don't even know. 21? We got 43 people in here. If you could help me out there, partners. Let's see. We need Netflix special on this. Jeremy is the new Joe Exotic. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Yeah, I don't think he ever will. I don't think he will. But yeah, guys, it's been a lot of fun. I am just absolutely beat. I'm asking myself whether or not I'm going to do this again because it's so expensive. If I can't get remonetized and I just can't pay for this myself again. I mean, I raised $830, so it's about 500 short from what it cost me in total, and I'm not monetized. So go do the math on that. So it's coming directly out of my pocket on top of all the streaming software and all the other crap I got to pay for. So if you guys could help, it would be greatly appreciated. And that way I can do this again, because I would really like to be able to come back out, cover the trials, do everything that you guys want to hear. So let's see what we got in the chat. See, Jeremy definitely sold a bunch of his old vehicles because he didn't have like 40. He did have something like 40 cars and motorcycles at one point. Yeah. A serious production company should cover Dewitte in a Netflix documentary. I agree. I get it, man. It ain't cheap to do what we do. Appreciate it. But hey, thank you, Militia 33. I appreciate it, man. I'm obviously, if I get my monetization back, I'm fighting with YouTube about it, but literally it's cost me hundreds of dollars because I've gotten tons of views on my videos since I started doing this. They picked the wrong time to demonetize me right before I'm going on this trip. It would have paid probably for the whole thing. So it's really frustrating for me to be here, thinking it's going to cover it. I'm hoping on the back end it'll cover it, and I'm hoping Miriam can help me produce some more content because she's going to be going to those things. So, yeah, it is what it is. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys helping, man. See, Yogi Bear will help after. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you so much. You guys have no idea. I appreciate everybody. At the very least, I appreciate you guys coming here and sticking through these lives. At the end of the day, if I can get my monetization back, you guys keep supporting with your eyeballs. That's huge to me too, right? So that'll be a big deal for me. So I'm going to continue fighting that. At the very worst, I should be able to get my monetization back on July 4th when they allow me to reapply for it. So in like 2.5 months. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was hoping at the very least, the stuff my stream costs would be covered because that's about $150 a month for everything. But it's we're not there because YouTube took it away. So yeah, thanks, Max. Appreciate you supporting the channel. So, all right, I'm done talking about that. Anything else? You guys have any questions, concerns? What about the vehicles Jeremy sold on eBay? Steven, good question. I'm not sure about those vehicles. What I do know is he doesn't have nearly the size fleet that he used to have. So, it's hard to say what's going on there. Now, just a reminder, in a few minutes, I'm going to have to cut this off because, let's see. Yeah, because I'm going out again to look at some more places. Jimmy, did you cover Tony's place already? I did. So I went to Tony's place. I ran into Tony, spoke to him for a moment. He had to go, but I've got Tony's phone number, so I'm going to be calling him, see if I can get a conversation, interview, whatever going on, right? Let's see, Sergio. Lives are a conversation. The rest is presentation. Yeah, right. I like the conversation back and forth with you guys. And so Tony's like I said, he's got the nicest place out of all the places Jeremy went. So yeah, let's see. Hold on, I want to read this real quick. Thornton Outdoors. He was asking ridiculous prices, like remembering that ghost car he had. He was asking like $20,000 for it. Yeah, Jeremy thought he was some sort of celebrity, and people would pay for his extra for his vehicles just to say Motor One drove this car, right? But yeah, so I'm going to be calling Tony. I'm going to be calling Amir and see what I can get from there. Matt, you missed part of it, but I would say the first 10 minutes, my bandwidth was really bad. And then I closed out a bunch of stuff and switched back and forth between my internet providers from my phone and from the hotel, and eventually got it to a point. So I'm going to put in the live replay, hey, start it here, to get through all the nonsense. So see, where are PT and Fraudy? They usually show up to live streams. I didn't send it out to them. Now, when I get back to California, I'm going to be doing a structured live stream where, I go through all the videos that I captured. I go through all the information that I got and just kind of delineate it one by one, right? Okay, here's what I did. Here's what I learned. Here's who I spoke to. Here's what they said, right? Who wouldn't want a Jeremy fart-infested V6 Charger, right? Yeah, so PT was on the live yesterday or the day before. I can't quite remember. Matt Lilly, you should be able to rewind it back to a certain point. So you should be able to do that. Yeah, Max, you saw PT. He was in here. Fraudy actually emailed me the information about not Jeremy, but Tony, right? So I got all the information from him about Tony. So that's where I got that info. All right, guys. So I'm going to have to wrap it up here. Once again, if you guys could help me out and donate, I would be very appreciative. It's been super expensive to be here. Going to put it here in the chat one more time. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to put together a huge live stream to get everything going. If you guys have any questions between now and then, feel free to email me at truecrimevault329@gmail.com. Some of you have emailed me, and we've been in contact. KR, Fraudy emails me. PTE I text with. Shane, you know what I mean? So if you guys want to talk to me, you guys have questions, you guys have leads, questions, concerns, if you want to help out with getting videos and jail calls so I can put them out, I'm happy to take the help, guys. CT, you know who you are. You really helped a lot with all this here. So sticky fingers smooth. I'm just ending it now because I'm going out on another ride. I'll be doing another live tomorrow, so don't fret. Rewind it and skip the first couple minutes because I was dealing with internet issues. But yeah, so I have a lot of stuff that I'll be doing. Save as many as you can until you get monetized. Again, yeah, I get it. I hate to hold it back from you guys. So if you guys help out, I may create a Patreon and put it there for like $1 a month. Would you guys be down for that? I'm putting my email in the chat. There's my email, guys. If you're interested in me doing a Patreon for like $1 a month where I can do all this stuff and, kind of maintain the integrity of all this, let me know what you guys think. All right. Put Patreon in the chat or something like that. Thanks, guys. Max, Yogi, Thornton, PJ, thank you. $3 is better than zero. Thank you, guys. Oh, you paid $3. Thank you, PJ. I love it. So yeah, I'll be putting some levels 1, 3, and 5. If you guys want to help me out through the Patreon way to where it's just easier that way, I'm down to do it that way too. And you guys will get, probably some calls with me face to face. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon, okay?